we're starting with that breaking news this hour. A tsunami is expected to hit Hawaii at any moment, following one of the most powerful earthquakes in history. The quake hit the southeast Kamchatka off the coast of Russia just after midnight. And since then, tsunami warnings have been issued across the Pacific, including the west coast of America, Japan, Indonesia, and even as far south as New Zealand.
In Japan last night, 2 million people were ordered to evacuate.
Well, let's talk to Alexa Friedman in Hawaii. Alexa, you said earlier that there had been an element of receding of water, which often precedes a tsunami. What would life be like normally there, and how does it feel different practically and emotionally for you right now?
Yeah, well, I mean, normally it's about 8 p.m. right now, so it would people would be like just probably heading out from the beach, watching the sunset together. It would be a normal summer night here. The kids are on holiday, and instead, it's really scary. Everyone's pretty much evacuated the coast, and like you said, the water's starting to recede. We just heard from the governor that there was a 6-foot wave hitting the Midway Atoll. So we're just bracing for impact now.
Well, it looks like you're in a good place, so do try and stay safe, and we'll talk to you to see how time is passing and what you're learning a bit later on.
We can now talk to Ira in San Francisco. Warnings all down the west coast of America. In California, you're used to earthquake warnings and preparation, but a tsunami is a different, more dangerous, more threatening, more chilling thing to wait for.
Well, people here are anxiously watching the situation in Hawaii as a possible preview of what might be coming to parts of the California coast. And the most imminent and serious danger is north of where I am in the northern part of the state. This is a somewhat sparsely populated area, and that situation creates its own challenges. There are reports of a volunteer fire department in one town driving through the city to wake residents up because they don't have a functioning tsunami siren. Sirens have been going off, for example, in the town of Crescent City, near the Oregon border, which is typically the worst place to be hit in a California tsunami. So kind of an uncertain feeling right now, especially in those areas where there is a tsunami warning in effect, and residents have been told to evacuate the coastal areas as well as certain evacuation zones because we don't know yet what kind of impact might be coming from this massive undersea earthquake off the coast of Russia.
Goodness me. Well, stay safe, and we'll come back to you as situation develops. Thank you very much indeed.
We are joined by GB News presenter, the Mail's consultant editor, GMB star Andrew Pearce, and by the Mirror's columnist Kevin Maguire.
And also, we're returning to our breaking news of the morning as well, because the first waves of a tsunami are beginning to hit Hawaii, with emergency shelters opening across the state following one of the most powerful earthquakes in history, in the top 6 ever since recording began. We can talk now to Laura Butchell, who's stuck at Kahului Airport in Hawaii, where passengers are facing flight cancellations. And also, we're going to speak to weather presenter Tsietsi Manari, who's live in Tokyo, where tsunami warnings have been issued overnight. Let's speak to Laura first of all, though. You're stuck at the airport, but hopefully look like you're safe. The journey getting to there wasn't great, though, was it, in itself?
It was certainly something we were not expecting today. I'll say that. We got the alerts on our cell phones beginning at about 2 o'clock this afternoon, and you could tell it was out of the ordinary. The staff at the hotel and kind of the locals were definitely kind of reacting in a way that we knew this was serious. And so we decided to throw all of our belongings in our bags, pack up, get in our car, and start heading for higher land. And so as we did, I was kind of searching through my phone, thinking, okay, can we get on an earlier flight to get out of here? That would be even best, because the traffic, as you can see with some of the pictures and video that I took from earlier, it was at a standstill. I mean, rightfully so, right? There are only so many roads here in Maui that kind of lead all to the different locations, different cities along the way. And so we decided to get on an earlier flight. We got to the airport, everything was good, and then they canceled all flights. So there's about 200 of us here tonight that are all just kind of hunkering down and getting to know each other real well. And they say that we should be able to get out of here sometime tomorrow.
Thank you so much.
Well, good luck with that.
Thank you, Laura. Sietzi, it's just over 10 years, 14 years since the terrible earthquakes in Japan. Memories will be very kind of acute of the terrible loss of life and destruction.
Yeah.
And you've now had tsunami warnings overnight. What is the mood in Tokyo? Is there a sense of fear and concern?
Yeah, quite a little bit. I mean, for us, it's been going on for quite some time now. A lot of people have been on the edge because of the whole news about the mega one that is supposed to happen, anytime soon. But anytime soon could be anything between 1 year and 20 years. But yes, the mood is a little bit of small hostility, but a lot of people are also quite gearing up, just preparing. And every single time there are ripples like this or there are earthquakes like this one in the far northern part, then people get on major and serious alert. And the officials here are taking it quite serious. I remember I walked into the office this morning, into the newsroom to get ready for my daily broadcast, and everything almost went into a shutdown, and it was all focusing on the earthquake that happened overnight or early in the morning for us here. So yes, the mood is a little bit somber here and there, but you can see in Tokyo, a lot of people are just thinking, oh my goodness, is this it? Is this the one that's happening? But towards the north, where people are already seeing the waves, I can imagine there it's a lot more urgent, and people are taking cover, taking shelter, and making sure they're protecting their lives and the loved ones.
Thank you so much. So you've got a lot of reporting to do, but stay safe while you're doing your job. And thank you for joining us this morning. It's just a very, very concerning time for people kind of waiting to see what transpires. If it's calm, that's not good news.
No, it's not. And there've been lots of false alarms in the past. But then there was the Japanese tsunami, nearly 20,000 people, the 250,000, Boxing Day, 2004, when some people have thought, nothing's going to happen. And then there's utter devastation. And you just got to hope here that it lowers down, dies down, and people are safe.
Absolutely. It's hard to imagine what it would be like being in that position.
Extraordinary. And you think some people from Britain would be out there on their dream holiday to Hawaii.
Absolutely. Saved for decades, potentially, yeah.
And they're now caught up in an absolute moving nightmare, and they don't know where it's going to end.
My friends are one of those, actually. They've been moved inside, but because they haven't got instant place to go, they're actually hunkered down as high as they can in their car right now.
Gosh.
And they won't be alone, I imagine, all over the area that's affected.